Hello, this is video for Advanced C++ courses first module and the tasks number 2, where the task is to explain this project code, the logic, how it works. And I firstly did it in the Qt.fi as a short description, and I will use this description now as the you know how to structure of this video. Yes. So first is this adventure.cpp implementation file, which I have here in the Notepad++, and this file contains main loop, and as the game object is made and the object's play function is called, and here we have the game files, header, implementation files, and this is the I don't remember what the exact English word for it is, but it gets all classes together. So as you can see, header file have just 2 includes, but this implementation files have a longer list of them. And this play function includes firstly this game constructor initializes the renderer and the rooms of the game, and the play function includes the main game loop and the character creation calls to handle that character creation here. And here's this file loop is the main game loop, and it first outputs the current description and then get the user command and make the command with this command factory class, which is the put together class for all command classes, and based on that input string, it makes that command, and I will show you that command factory class later. And it executes that command, delete that object, and get the update this room and check if the player is still alive. And that's the logic of the main game loop. And next I will tell you about the game object class and what it's connected to that. The inherited classes from that game object class. So I will close these, and the game object cpp and .h, and the enemy is inherited or derived from the game object. So let's open that, and also player cpp and h like that, and here's the game object. A game object have structure for lots of structure for player only stuff like this classes. Well, maybe enemy can have classes later on also, but there's the names and races and the functions for which is used for character. And this game object class is inherited from attacker and updatable. And this attacker have a virtual attack function, which is Let's open those also. Updatable here. Unupdatable have this virtual update function with nobody. Attacker function have nobody also in attacker header file. So this game of the GPP have implementation for all its functions. There are no virtual functions in game object, but like the enemy class still do the attack function. It seems to be identical to game objects corresponding function, but I don't know what the logic for that. But yeah, it's still there. But yeah, it has the own implementation for own purposes, and player also have some overloading for functions for some functions, and like the attack function have the slightly different implementation with this rendering thing. And the player class includes this function for asking details for player character, and the player character is saved in this player data text file. And that's for that. And let's close these. And next I have iCommand class, which the main logic I told you about. It have this virtual class and lots of different command classes, which I won't show you. I will show you this command factory briefly. This iCommand have execute function with nobody virtual, and the command class command factory here's the logic for that. It have this create function, and PS this parameter string. It calls or make new object for that corresponding required class based on this content of this string, like quit, search, attack, move, different movement directions, and so forth. So those for the commands. And next called class, called factory. Called class makes this code object, if I remember right, and yeah, it have this amount and nothing else. So when called object is made, it have always have amount, and this call factory makes these called objects with the amount. So there's nothing else for the code. And it's the room. There's different rooms like chambers and dungeon, and let's take the base. This is the room H and CPP, and don't know where there are any. Oh, well, let's open like the dungeon. And the room 8 have the sets the next room, and there's the some kind of room array with the directions. You can go north, west, like you see, and the command class. What is the attacking functions? Okay, just if you attack with no enemy in room. And yeah, is there a okay, this virtual on move command and on attack is virtual. So in Dungeon there's like no implementations, but the construct seems to have this set description function call, which sets the description which was called in the main game loops at the beginning, and I think that's the main part for this, and this the where's the next room and linking those rooms together, and you can go to north and west and so forth. And this renderer, maybe there's nothing, this is only thing, and there's the renderer virtual function with nobody also. So I think that covers up the most of these things. There's some globals also which is used. This enum list, which is used for room array. But yeah, I hope you get all this, and I hope I covered all what needs to be covered. And so I end for this video. Thanks for watching, and bye.